Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, the Science and Technology channel.
Yes, and we are talking about a sleep issue. And we were just talking before we went on the air that I have had issues with that. Not falling asleep, but staying asleep. And Steve, you?
Yeah, well, just all depends. But I'm up several times a night going to the bathroom, probably because I drink, orange juice or water right before I go to sleep. I should stop doing that. But usually I go right back to sleep. Usually,
Not a problem?
not a problem.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. I'll wake up and can't go back to sleep for an hour or two. And
Well, that's when you can watch Backyard Musings.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay, a
yeah.
poor night's sleep can affect far more than energy the next day. Research from Florida International University links sleep disorders with structural differences in brain regions that help control attention, motivation, and decision making. Published in the journal Scientific Reports on February 26th of this year, the findings provide one of the broadest comparisons yet of how different sleep disorders are associated with the brain. The results could eventually support earlier diagnosis and treatments tailored to specific conditions.
An estimated 50 to 70 million Americans live with sleep disorders. To research for common neurological patterns, researchers at the FIU's Center for Children and Families conducted a meta-analysis combining results from 57 brain imaging studies. Rather than examining one condition at a time, the researchers compared two broad categories. I think they used AI. Is that dysomnias?
Dysomnias.
Dysomnias, such as insomnia and sleep apnea, interfere with falling asleep or remaining asleep. Parasomnias, including sleepwalking, nightmare disorder, and sleep tremors, involve unusual events that disrupt the sleep cycle. I know people that, well, I used to sleepwalk. I know a lot of people that have a lot of nightmares. And I've actually just been told that a family member we have suffers from sleep terrors. In fact, she's going to be tested.
Oh,
She's going to be tested for those. So
my worst nightmare is waking up and there's a domesticated chimp right there that's ready to rip my face off and bash my brains in. That
domesticated chimp.
Yeah, yeah. Like somebody took a chimp in, raised him up for 10, 12, 20 years, and then all of a sudden gets rabies or
They go
doesn't like the
crazy.
way I'm looking at him, rips my face off and crushes me. That's a nightmare for me.
Is that an ongoing nightmare? I mean, you have that
No,
nightmare off.
no, it's from when I watched the movie Primate. It started then.
Okay.
Quote, as more people recognize how important sleep is, there's growing urgency to understand what's happening in the brain, said Matthew Sutherland, a cognitive neuroscientist at FIU and senior author of the study. Continuing his quote, by bringing together results from many studies, this research gives us a clear picture of how sleep disorders affect brain structure and function and where we need to focus next.
Both categories were associated with decreases in the thalamus, a region that filters incoming information, supports concentration, and contributes to high-level thinking. I must not have one of those. The researchers identified changes specifically in the pulvinar, an area within the thalamus that directs attention, that helps manage cognitive control. Okay.
These differences were connected with wider brain networks that support concentration and task performance. That pattern may help explain why disrupted sleep is associated with slower reactions, poor decision making, and a greater likelihood of errors and accidents.
Quote, most research looks at sleep disorders one at a time, says Catherine Crooks, a recent FIU cognitive neuroscience doctoral graduate and lead author of the study. Going on with her quote, by looking across many studies, we found shared patterns in the brain that help explain why sleep problems can impact focus, decision-making, and everyday functioning. With so many people struggling with sleep, understanding what is happening in the brain is key to finding better interventions, diagnostic tools, and personalized treatments, unquote.
Parasomnias also showed a distinct structural pattern. Researchers detected changes in the posterior cingulate cortex, which contributes to motivation, decision-making, and emotional regulation. The finding may help account for the shifts in mood, behavior, and emotional control sometimes experienced by people with these disorders.
No consistent structural differences were found specifically for dysomnias or dysomnias. This contrast suggests that the brain patterns associated with sleep disorders may vary according to the way each condition interrupts sleep.
The researchers hope the results can guide interventions that improve sleep while also protecting brain systems involved in attention, decision-making, and emotional regulation. Future work will focus on individual parasomnias, including sleepwalking and REM sleep behavior disorder. Researchers also plan to determine whether the observed brain changes contribute to sleep disorders, developed because of them, or reflect a combination of both.
Okay.
Change your brain. Got to get to sleep.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they'll be knocking on my door after somebody listens to this and hears it. Maybe they'll want to make me a guinea pig. But I don't know.
Raise your hand. I'll do it.
Will you?
Yeah, I'll be a guinea pig for this.
For this? Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Okay.
Thanks. We'll see you in the morning.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care.